Awaken wizard. Let's make super dogs. One super dog. Alright, cantrip clogs are first. We also want Robe of the Druid. Armor of the Master. Do-do-do-do. S-C-E-T. Ooh, but a broken stopwatch. Broken stopwatch. Pretty nice. Yeah, we had Big Dog. Ravenous Wolf. I want it. I do. But I don't think I can do it with just normal dogs. They're gonna be poisoned. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Butt hair don't care. Thank you for that follow and welcome to the Shake the Box family. How are you doing? Yeah, we're gonna need something else here. I do enjoy a nice poisonous sting. Damn it, we're gonna need more. Glad you're doing all right. I'm really tempted to just start over. No. Should've just taken Blood Bullet. We're only 2 spell points behind, and it's nice having utility spells. Let's not worry too much. An S and a C. Come on, S and C. S and C. Yeah, dogs will also have a bad time with crabs. You know, I only need 1 for Big Dog. Woof woof. Big Dog. Big Dog! Perfect. I need another C and a B for armor, and then 2 N's. Cantrip Clogs is not duration. Here's my CE, my T, my S. And we'll just put an A in there. Big Slime Dog? Someone at the liquor store called me Big Dog, and I've been thinking about it all day. Like, you were buying something, they're like, hey, Big Dog. Those are the kind of things that, like, I will linger on in my head as well. Like, when someone's like, whatever you say, Chief, like, why was I a chief to that man? Should I be leading his people? Did I miss my calling? See you later, big dog. And I was like, yeah, I am a big dog. There's there's a joke in the last season of Community where Elroy, the character's name is Elroy. Elroy is saying he used to have a problem in the past, and that problem was he got addicted to making white people feel good about themselves. Like, he would just kind of walk up and be like, "You're doing a real good job making that sandwich," and just like make people feel good. And he's at a wedding, he's just running around inflating everyone's ego. You got called a schmendrick. That really I don't know what a schmendrick is. Is it a good thing? Do you want to be a schmendrick? A lot of French tourists came in. Used to call me chef. I liked it. I would love to be called chef. Whenever someone's in the kitchen cooking, and I need to get around them to do something, I will say, "Behind, chef! To your left, chef!" But I'm only doing it because I want them to do it to me, and they never do. It meant wizard. What? I want to be a wizard? Google says Schmendrick is pathetic sad sack. Oh, Robocop, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to find out this way. No. I'm going for the legendary big dog build, Alias. We're gonna do it. Alias wants to collaborate. Good news, we're collaborating. Got that big dog in me. Are you about to go live? At some point, I think I mentioned it, but like, I would love to, love to jump in a call at some point, collaborate. And basically we'll start the weekly together and we'll just see who can get through the weekly. You know, it's only Realm 4. This is the floor you do this. Had a minor stress issues, I sit in bed and watch cartoons. I feel you. I feel you. Let me tell you what happened to me today, Alias. So, I mentioned I replaced my car's engine air filter. Today, my car, I was idling in the driveway looking at my phone before leaving. And the car just stopped working. The engine shut off. Hey, thank you for that raid. What you doing, Mr. Clancy? So this is nice because in the past, like, this has been an ongoing issue I've been trying to fix. Like, I've been replacing parts. But every time it would happen while I was, like, out. So, like, it happened in the parking lot to the movie theater. It happened outside the car parts store when I was buying the parts. It happened, which is, like, the funniest place to get stuck. This is the first time it happened in the driveway. When it happens out there in the world, I can't, like, use the code reader to diagnose it because the code reader's not in my car. It's Jimmy's code reader. So it's usually either in Jimmy's truck or, like, in the garage. The garage. So, like, I was kind of excited. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I can actually code read the fucking car. I go in the garage and it's not there. It turns out it's in Jimmy's truck. And I'm like, all right, this is fine. When Jimmy gets home, I'll code read it. Jimmy gets home. I pause the stream. I'm like, I'll be right back. I run out there. I plug in the code reader and I turn the key in the ignition because you have to turn the car on to read the code. And the fucking engine turns over and it works just fine. So I still don't have a code number to look at. It's like a goddamn comedy. The timing is always so fucking funny. Like the last time I called my friend and I'm like, listen, can you, like, they have like AAA and like they're gonna help me out, like get me, they're gonna get me a tow. And so like they're getting ready to like call and get a tow truck and all that nonsense. And like while they put Jimmy on the phone, I'm like, Jimmy, here, let me show you what it sounds like when my engine doesn't turn over. Car starts. And then like Jimmy has to run outside and flag down my friend to make sure they don't leave. Did it start to turn when you initially tried to turn on the car, or was it dead silent? So when I initially turned on just fine, and I was idling in the driveway, and the engine lost pressure. Like I could hear it lose pressure. And so like the electronics were still on, the engine just stopped. And then when I try to turn the key, it'll do the thing where it's just like it does that kind of thing. And then again, like every time, like it's the absolute peak of comedy moment. Like my friend is driving out to help me, or a tow truck is getting called. It's at that moment when the engine catches, the pressure's maintained, and it goes. And it's just like, mother of God. It died on the way home from work at night. Turns out electrical connector was corroded and needed replacing. It would sometimes work and sometimes not. Yeah. So like my position in this story right now is I can tell what kind of problem it is. The engine isn't maintaining pressure. So like that could have been the engine air filter. I replaced that. It could be the engine air pressure sensor, like the electronic could be fucked up and it's just not registering right and it's turning it off for safety reasons. It could be like 4 or 5 different things in there. It could be like, I don't think it's the vacuum line, because I feel like if there were like a hole in the vacuum line or a vacuum leak, I feel like I would consistently have the problem, as opposed to like the car will work for a month with no issues and then randomly this happens. Like that feels more like corroded connections that are like, they get bumped loose occasionally, or the filter is fucked in some way, or like the spark plug is going but it goes fine most of the time. Like I don't know, but like there's no check engine light. That's the annoying part. Filter would usually be consistent problems. Really? I figured a filter, like, it's consistent right up until, like, you know, it rotates or something gets jostled loose. Yeah, like, there was a check engine light when it wasn't turning over in the driveway. Like, I could clearly see there's a check engine light. But when I got the code reader, I plugged it in, car caught, I go in there, no codes. It's like, son of a bitch. Any chance it's some weird temperature-related thing? I don't know. Just buy a bicycle, forehead. Start, no crack. Crack? Crank? I'm not a car person, so you're gonna have to use generic terms with me. No crank. What's this mean? Yeah, I think it's a fuel filter. Like, that's the first thing I thought of was fuel filter, but that's hard to change in my car, so I transitioned to the air filter first. Means the car tries to start, but the engine doesn't start doing engine stuff to make the car go. Yeah. So, like, when it's not working, it'll go... There's no clicking or anything associated with the battery. Just don't start the engine, turn on the electronics. Oh yeah, I could just turn the key to, like, electronics. Everything turns on just fine. Like, even when the car won't move in the driveway, like, I could just turn the key and it'll just... All the engine lights come on, the lights come on. Not engine lights, all the dash lights come on and everything. Air conditioner starts blowing. Burnt out starter motor. And that would be inconsistent, like I would just randomly work for like a month and then stop working. The battery is less than a year old, so it's probably not the battery. Unless there's something wrong with my alternator, but like, I don't think so. Just turn on the electronics instead of cranking it. Yeah, when I was looking to do that, the car problem stream, people would love it. Hi, I don't know anything about cars, but we're gonna try and fix my car. Anyway, sorry for that long interlude about car nonsense. I will try to also play video games at the same time. Hell yeah. I know a lot about cars. Do you too, Tone? Doesn't really mean anything that the battery's like relatively young. Ran an AutoZone for 5 years. Well, if it makes any difference, this is a 2012 VW Jetta, and it has a 2.0 engine, not the 2.5. The symptoms of this problem are the car will turn on, it will drive, everything's hunky-dory, and then when I'm done grocery shopping or whatever, the car might not start. It'll just go brum, 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 brum. And then, over the course of me being on the phone with people trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I'm stuck, when the peak of comedy is achieved, like, you know, like, you want to hear what it sounds like when it doesn't work? Like, that level of comedy, I will try to show them that it's not working, and it will turn on without a problem. If it was the battery, the engine probably wouldn't be trying to turn. Yeah, as far as I can tell, like, it seems like the battery's fine, but again, I'm no expert. What's the deal with cars not starting? Car starts. Again, literally, whatever's the funniest moment for it to start again, it will start again. Like, at no point have I been, like, stuck. It always turns on. It's all in your head, yeah. I don't actually have a car. Can we get a lot of ends really fast? Now a necromancer's an interesting idea. Batteries usually go bad in such a way that everything's fine until they stop working. Starters with worn out motors will inconsistently start. Interesting, interesting. So the one that just happened is I pulled into my driveway after picking someone up, and I was idling in my driveway while looking at my phone because I was getting ready, like, I might as well go get coffee since I'm already in my car. And while I was sitting there, the engine stopped, but like the electronics kept going. Like, this is the only time it's ever happened while the car was actively going that it engine just gave out. If it's hot, interesting. If it was an alternator battery problem, it wouldn't like suddenly start working. But after a little while of sitting there, while it was idling and the engine giving out, it's either air or fuel. Like, my understanding, at least my dad said, it sounds like your engine failed to maintain pressure while you were idling. Does it run well once it cranks? Yeah. Personally, I think it's the headlight fluid, not a RoboCop. That's probably where my issue lies. If the mixture of air and fuel becomes off, it would cause it to shut down. That's where I was leaning, yeah. Like, my thinking is the fuel filter or something that is involved with, like, getting the mixture right. Alright. Running well after you get it started. Like, what would be an example of not running well, I guess is a question. I've only ever had it stop working while idling once, so like we only have that 1 point of data there. So I have lifesteal and deep division. I like that. That's a handy dandy one. Yeah. Does the engine sound off? Puttering? Not that I've noticed, but again, like, I listen to music in the car, and I'm not very well versed in car stuff. Inconsistent throttle response. Maybe. Does it feel weak? I don't think it's ever felt weak, though. Yeah, I know throttle is me hitting the gas. I'm trying to think if, like, I felt a lurch or anything like that, like a lag to it. Maybe once or twice? What this really all comes down to, though, is... You ever smell gasoline? I don't think so. Although, maybe. Dude, I love smelling gasoline. The thing is, the last time I remember smelling gasoline, it wasn't while I was driving the car. It was someone else's car nearby. Could make it die at idle. So I did the code reader literally like right after it turned back on, and it says there's no codes. Which is, again, frustrating. We need something, it's whatever this is, it's not coding if the car manages to turn on. Like, it's not holding on to the code between when it stops working and starts working. The real question is this the kind of thing where I should continue trying to solve it on my own? Or should I just bite the bullet and bring it in? Yeah, I think it's weird too that there's no code when it... Like, you would think it would hold on to the code if there were one. Do-ba-ba-da. Yeah, it's not even throwing a code. Like, I put in the code reader, it says there's nothing wrong. If you can't replicate, neither can a mechanic. My assumption is, you know how, like, there's two kinds of code readers? There's the $50 code reader that fits in one hand and will only tell you engine codes, and then there's the honkin' big boy, like, $500 code. They all put the same error codes. Really? Because, like, when I was trying to fix my air conditioner last year, my code reader would give me the bare minimum, like, I knew it was one particular set of wires connected to one particular sensor. Like, it was all a circuit it was talking about. And another guy had, like, one of those big guys, and he was like, I'm getting all this nonsense, blah, 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 blah. It's the reader in the meter. Ah, right. Yeah, I think they would also be able to run the car and, like, see, like, whether or not pressure is being maintained and stuff like that, right? Like, they have better stuff than I do. Mechanics will just say things. So, I know mechanics often can't be trusted, but I have, like, I have one of those rare good places. Like, I brought in my car for the air conditioner. It was Chipmunk's bit wires. It could have been anywhere from, like, front, right, headlights, all the way up, around, and through to the, like, front of my windshields. It was a long section of wiring. And it took them several days to, like, nail down where the cut wire was, because it's all going all over, all the wiring harness in the fucking car. They only charged me for the 1 hour of labor, none of the time spent finding the problem. Yeah, like, I know they had to do continuity tests to figure out where it was. I'm just saying, like, I trust these guys in the sense that I wasn't charged for any of their time doing diagnosis work. Like, they don't charge you for the time spent figuring it out, only the time spent fixing it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, they'll just, like, the machine says blah. Where's my good friend? Invoke savagery. Your basic coder will spit out basic codes to tell you something's wrong, but it won't give you more granular info. But if it was a code, you'd get a code. Okay. Like, when it wasn't turning over, I could see the check engine light was on, so I assume I would have gotten a code at that moment, right? That's true. I know if you're, you just turn the key to turn on your electronics, the check engine light is naturally there anyway. It's when it's running that it matters. God damn. The fact that there's no code drives me insane. Like, that's how I would try to figure things out. I mean, Two-Tone, if you would like to talk about this a bit more in Discord at some point, I would love to pick your brain. Like, if I could figure out what I should be doing to try to fix it, I will attempt to fix it more. Otherwise, I'm just gonna bring it over there and give him a list of symptoms and hope they could fix it. So we want Spree and Leap. Those are gonna be our big boys. Blood Meridian, other units. Well, I don't want to hit my dog. Alright, Slaz. My shot in the dark is starter or fuel leak with no codes and start no crank. One, two, three, four, five, six. Dragon Knight? What's going on, Sal? Art reflecting life. do like the Dragon Knight, but I feel like a Necromancer would be a nice companion for the dog, just making all those skeletons out there. Pulling aggro off the dog. Too bad I died. So we're going with the big dog, where it consumes all the charges, but we're gonna try and make lots of big dogs by abusing cantrip clogs. Consistently getting past round 5 now? That's a big improvement. Good work. Okay. Yeah, Savage Leap and Savage Spree will be a good combo. When your allies kill a unit, cast Invoke Savagery. Always active. We definitely want to get that first. That way, if they kill anything, they immediately get a damage boost. And we want to crank up the damage on Invoke Savagery as much as possible. Because it doesn't care about their damage. It cares only about its damage. And if we want to get good combos, we need that number to go up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Double ends. That is excellent. Like, step 1 for me... Step 1 for me is make my dogs immune to poison. That way I don't have to worry about them consistently not being able to heal by their killings. So next floor I'll be able to do Savage Leap. Might just make my Armor of the Master right now. Calm down there, music. Unless, hold on. Let's look at conjuration stuff we can afford. You know what, not conjuration. I am only interested in nature and sorcery. That's what I care about. Charm of Vigor gives him a little resistance. Yeah. I think we'll just go ahead and Sorcery Staff. %33% more damage. It's a nice quick way to get a little damage going. So we'll just huck that in there. That was the B I needed. Good work, me. What else do I want? Something that uses duration. Sonic Shields. That could be a fun way to go. I feel like the real best possible play for our broken stopwatch is Prism of Shattered Sensations, and we're already just an L, an N, and an S away from that. Like, we're so close. That is real good stuff. But Time Striders, 1 level T. Oh yeah, I want my Time Striders. God, I love Time Striders. 1 T away. Let's get my double ends. This isn't the worst floor in the world. I mean, it's actually kind of horrible, but I've seen worse. quick blood meridian. And then set the doggo free. Ow! Come on, Necromancer, hang in there. Blood Meridian is really, really good. I really like Blood Meridian. Like, just usefulness alone, it puts half the screen to sleep, and it berserks the other half of the screen. Necromancer's the dog sitter, yes, he's making all the bones for the dog to play with. Plus, we're getting lifesteal on it. We've added width to it. And we're doing extra damage in Dark and Holy. So our Blood Meridian's doing pretty good work right now. This is why I really like the Shrines of Knowledge. And sometimes I will just pivot the run based on what I get. But this is actually just a nice addition. Blood, Sorcery, Dark, Holy. So, N. I got my E and my C there, so I can use Adola on strings. Kind of hold on to my S. But I can't. I gotta spend it. Alright, just a B, and then we can make my dogs immune to poison. Phoenix Feather. Chronomancy would be such a silly thing to do. We would break the dog build immediately. It's like a newbie trap right there. I mean, Runic Fetish can just make the floor happen. You're live with Alias? Alias sent me a collaboration request, even though he's not streaming. Which I do find quite amusing. Alright, I closed that window. We should be alright. That's a pretty nice collection of folk to get in the shared pain window. Yep. The Alias is the Necromancer in the picture. Whoa, 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 I forgot we want Savage Spree. I've never noticed that before. Look at that. Because these are skeletons from a fly trap, the skeletons are partially buried in the floor. That's such a nice visual addition. In 2, you would just have to figure it out based on the fact that they wouldn't get out of your goddamn way. Nice touch. I can finish it. But maybe I'll just finish it on the next floor after we grab a different tag. Oh, so many on craft, looking like a prime Arta Charlie. What? I do have some nice on craft stuff that I'm like holding on to. Trying to decide what I want to do with that stopwatch. I think I'm putting it on time straters. Quitting nicotine for the nicotine for the third time. I'm so very glad you're streaming. I got you. I got you. Artifer's chalice pool would be smaller if you use the on crafts in it. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I want to letter T then. It's like, I have a fairly decent collection of words in my brain's repertoire. I was just like, artichali. Is that food? And a warlord skull. There is a website. It's not a wiki. It's I think it's on GitHub, right? Yeah, right there. GitHub. With the skull, you can guarantee your BDE proc every time. BDE? Big Dog Evocation? Branded Donut Entrepreneurship? Booby D? Oh. Shared pain component. Ah. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're still on the Artificer's Chalice. Just shove this in there as null. Yes, Opportunity Drive is the dev. Yeah, I also don't know if it's necessarily worth it, but I do agree it's fun. The answer is yes. Aerospace, the answer is yes. If we allow too much space, what's gonna happen? You're not too bad, and ravens are not the worst. Invoke Savages at 29 damage. Which means they can rip through everything that isn't the Bark Lords and the Raven Mage. We could use Blood Meridian to deal with some friends. I think I want to up the duration on Blood Meridian. Problem is, blood, sorcery, dark, holy. I think dark's the easiest way to get improved duration. Enchantment's easy. Attributes, boost duration. Nature, so blood meridian, blood, sorcery, dark. Yeah, we can get 50% more duration off Umbral Totem. Oh, just a flat 3 on Monkey Skull. Hey. Ho ho. And of course, Time Lord Staff is always a nice one. Oh yeah, no, I love Coops and Opportunity Drive, both active in the community, not just quietly watching from a distance, judging us. They will actively laugh at us when we make our mistakes. So one more A and we can get Time Lord, and Time Lord would be pretty good. I think this is a alright floor. We could probably burn through this pretty quick. We'll only have a couple of things slowing us down. And if we put him to sleep... I don't want to hurt you though, buddy. They're judging us loudly. It'd be great if maybe one of you were to move. Invoke savagery. Yeah. Armor of the Master. There's my B and my E. Throw the D in there for funsies. Toss a C on there. I don't know if we'll have too much use for the Phoenix Feather. But Stopwatch definitely has a home. Well, I know what I need. I need a B, C, and an E, right? Crap, Time Striders need a W. Alright, might as well make you then. Crown of Bony Fingers, it's a good choice. I'll choose my next floor before I worry. I know I want a W. No W's for me. Playing Improviser in Rift Wizard 2 and I got Magic Missile, Disperse, and Void Lord. If you don't win, I'm gonna be disappointed too. That right there is what they call a freebie. Like, it would be nice to take you out, but you're 2 shields. But this is a nice clump I could focus on as well. +3 minion damage is nice. 30 health. Invoke Savagery is 1 point of damage away. Damn it. Nature sorcery. If I were looking to not spend that, we could just do instead... Rainbow Blade would work. A little expensive, though. Minion health, minion damage, max charges. Blooming Wand would do. Am I getting a letter N on this stage? Damn it. Alright, I want them to have immunity. Well, do I need immunity to poison on this floor? Fey Queen, Troll, Geomancer. Geomancer, I think, might be able to poison. No. He doesn't. I say we just go for it. Good way to get a few skeletons started early. Wait, Savage Leap. Yeah, just tore through the level. Good dogs. What good boys. There's a W. I would love a W and an N, but I'm not going to re-roll now that we found a W. There's some not friendly folk here, that's for sure. I think you should see it for the trial and unlock it when you beat it. I think that'd be fun. I could see the appeal the other way too, for like a fun surprise. But I think part of the appeal will be like, oh, I like that color. I gotta beat this challenge. $60, taking half damage. The dog will have a bit more of a struggle here. I think for the trials, you should be locked into the outfit. Like, trials are... they're built around that. Yeah, I think the trial always overrides the wardrobe preference. But for, like, any of the other trials that isn't a Mancer trial, or, like, normal runs, weeklies, everything else, be able to select your outfit's fine. I guess if you've beaten the trial, maybe you could be choosing, but that's... I don't think it's that necessary to worry about. Time Striders. Put the broken stopwatch in there. There we go. 4 turns. Let's get my Armor of the Master going. After I summon my dag. Bow, 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 bow. Owies! Oh! That's all the hits I'm willing to take, thank you very much. Whoop! Do. Ha ha! Orb, Ritual, Arcane, Dragon. Arcane? I guess? So, the next question is, where do I go from here? Wolfpack's probably a decent idea. We could also just go fleet-footed, so they're able to close distance really quick. I'm Sniper Wolf. Jesus Christ, he's coming after me. Cone attacks are dumb. I hate you. Like, I'm gonna win eventually. You're stuck over there. I can go wherever I want. Diegetic? Diegetic is communicating in worlds. I always think of diegetic more for, like, if you're listening to a movie and the music you're hearing isn't the soundtrack, it's actually being played in scene, like the characters are aware of it as well. Does that also apply for stuff like that? Information conveyed diegetically. Interesting. Like the yellow paint. Enemies being color-coded to elements. Ah, diegetic info and design. Alright. I never knew it was also used in that context. But I'm a like, for me it's movies. Like, diegetic in terms of movies is, that audio is diegetic. The characters are also aware of it. I'm still looking for the letter N. Watching a video essay on YouTube about it. Ah, nice. Within the fiction of the game, the characters wear the explosive barrel is red. Yeah, yeah. I guess for me, it's strange that there's no distinction for, like... So in video games, we use the yellow paint so that the player's eyes are drawn toward interactable elements. Or in the case of, like... I always like to think of Valve, when they were designing Left 4 Dead, they didn't want, like, spray paint arrows everywhere for, like, where the player should go. So they direct the player subconsciously with lighting. Diegetic design, okay. I see, I see. Audrey, what's going on? Yeah, yellow paint as opposed to HUD waypoints. Or in the case of Left 4 Dead, going even more subtle, just like floodlights would literally light up the area they want you to go. Like, a street light would be off, but another street light would be on, knocked over, and kind of pointing toward an element that you're supposed to interact with. Yeah, Breath of the Wild's, like, if it was directing me, I never noticed. How am I? I've been having a weird day where my car started, I picked up Mud, brought him home, and then while I was idling in the driveway, the engine stopped. And then when Jimmy got back and I borrowed his code reader and I went outside and I plugged in the code reader, the car just started. So it's like, I have just as much information before and after as I did at any point. So like, I still have, there's something wrong, I need to figure it out. Like, I changed my air fuel, sorry, my engine air filter. I changed that one like a week ago to see if that would solve, because this has happened before. And it felt like things were fine, but apparently not. How fun, yeah. Like, this is a thing that it will happen. Like, the first instance of this was, like... I want to say, like, March or April? And then there was, like, a month without anything going wrong. It's not one of those air filters that can fit in backwards. No, because there's like a bracket that screws into it, so you know it's facing the right way. I also was hoping the air filter would have fixed it. The air filter was such an easy replacement. Like, usually when you're doing a car part, it's like, get these 16 different tools out. The air filter was, remove 4 screws, lift the cover up. Remove 1 screw, remove the bracket. Take the filter out. The filter is disgusting. How did you let it get this bad? Put your brand new filter in. Put the screw in on the bracket. Put the box on. Put the 4 screws back on. It does feel like the car's messing with me. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like it's fucking with me. And it has since started up without any other notable problems. Exactly. Like, I replaced the air filter and it turned on just fine. And then the next day it turned on just fine. And then 2 days later it turned on just fine. Like, it's been like a week. I replaced the serpentine belt on my kid's 2004 Jetta, and I assumed it would be an all-day affair. The serpentine belt is the only, like, I've replaced my ambient air filter sensor. I've replaced my front brakes. I've replaced my serpentine belts when a squirrel got stuck in it. My cabin air filter, my engine air filter. Like, those are things I have actively been involved in replacing the parts of. But if it is, it doesn't crank back up because you've drained your battery. Yeah, like I said, the battery appears to be fine. But the serpentine belt was a nice and easy replacement. Does Feyhaunt Garden proc from allies damage? I think it doesn't. But if it does, I need to take it. So if we look at Feyhaunt Garden, the wording is usually fairly specific. For every 50 lightning or arcane damage you deal, summon a butterfly demon. So it doesn't say spell damage. It says damage you deal, but it does specify you deal. So it probably won't go off of them, but it could. It should have shown a code. Yeah, the not coding, I think, is part of, like, how I need to be figuring it out, right? Throwing my dart at fuel problem. So, my first instinct when I first, like, was trying to figure this out was my fuel filter in my car has never been replaced. Would the fuel filter maybe be involved? The air filter was so much easier to change that I did that one first, because the fuel filter involves getting under the car. Hey, Opportunity Drive. I imagine Feyhunt Garden's only going to proc off of your damage, not your minions' damage, right? What's the vehicle? It is a 2012 VW Jetta. A 2.0 engine, not a 2.5. The 2.5 is a very weird and different engine compared to mine. I guess an easy way to test it would just be to take the spell and find out. Yeah, I wish every problem was the Serpentine Belt. 2012 car with an old school inline fuel filter. Getting all the gooder games, yeah. The old adage is check air, spark, and fuel first. Well, I did the air, right? Or at least I did the air, the engine air filter. Spark plugs are supposed to be next. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry it turned into a car talk episode. But it's on my mind a lot. I gotta figure this nonsense out. Alright, let's just make our armor of the master just to get it done and out of the way. Quick die so it doesn't make it to YouTube. They must know.
Hello there.
Well, I need an F or an H. An H, maybe. I almost certainly don't need a K or an R. Alright, now that we have Armor of the Master, what could I afford just to start getting my people a bit more chunky? We could do better. There's a lot of better armor out there. It's the Go to Science podcast. All right, I won't apologize. But yes, if anyone has a pitch for, like, what's the next thing I should do, I'm all ears. But be specific. I need to know, like, what kind of part I'm supposed to be focusing on. Even better if it's like, you don't have to replace a thing, you just need to pop a thing out and, like, make sure it's not dirty or broken. Alright, invoke savagery. We want to up the damage on there. Our sorcerer would be nice. Get that flat damage. We know we want Blooming Wand. And I think I do want Umbral Totem for the duration. Gotta be great. Just find a car repair streamer. Collaborate. Listen, man, I'll teach you how to play Rift Wizard if you teach me to fix my car. And by teach me, I mean fix my car. Just fix it. Please? Please just fix it. Yeah, like, cars are these, like, frustratingly necessary things that the second something goes wrong, you're like, fuck, this could either be a $50 thing where I just need to buy a part and do it and it's gonna be fine, or on the worst end, it's like thousands of dollars, and ain't nobody got that kind of money right now. Like, I just literally had the college I work for announce their closure. Like, I don't have a job. This is not a great time for this. So I'm hoping it's cheap. And again, I like this place because last time, like, when I called the dealership, because everyone's like, oh, you're gonna have to bring it to the dealership. No one works on the electronics of Volkswagens around here. Dealership's like, bare minimum, $1,000. Probably gonna be a lot more than that. Then bringing in the Dressels, and they're like, yeah, like 200. The basic AutoZone O'Reilly's alternator battery starter tests, you know? I have not done that, just because, again, like, my battery's brand-ass new, so I assumed it was alright, but I might as well, right? My only fear is I get there and I'm stuck in their goddamn driveway again. Because I went there and bought my parts and got stuck. Technically, I got stuck at Target after I left there. That's the thing, like, I took a trip to the grocery store, the auto parts store, and then I went to Target, and it's at Target that it didn't turn back on. And then it turned back on and I went home. Like, it's such a random, arbitrary situation sometimes. Are such distinct problems, yeah. Dying at idle only just happened for the first time today. So my car's tire pressure sensor isn't working right now because one of my wheel speed sensors is broken. And with a Volkswagen, for my particular date range, when you have a wheel speed sensor go out, it'll just throw 4 different warning sensors unrelated to wheel speed. So, like, my wheel speed sensor isn't working, so my tire pressure sensor's on, my airbag sensor's on, my anti-lock brake sensor's on, and my traction sensor's on. Like, those 4 lights are on because my wheel speed sensor's broken. Spark plug, timing issues, fuel issues. You have to pump the gas before to start the car. Huh. That's weird. I mean, spark plug would fit my series of problems, and that is one of the things I've thought. And then the fuel issue is the other one. Do. Easy to check spark. Yeah, I know nothing about timing. Number is summoned. Maybe we'll just make more dogs. Wolfpack. Excuse me. Oh, this is a nice cheap way to get some passive healing on our... Passive healing on my dogs. Christ. I hate the summer. There we go. Need more Doug. What have we been finding a lot of? Been finding a lot of E. Just throw that in there. Like the triple nature wand for passive healing with the upgrade invoke savagery. Triple nature wand? I assume you mean one that has 3 ends in it? The wild healing. Ah. I always do that one when I do my shenanigans with with explosive spore manual. The truck's an automatic. Well, that's mysterious. Does not work with allies. Alright, it does say you, so I kind of assumed. It has a lot of oh, so many shenanigans. You know what? We're doing a lot of nature stuff. I would love to get Woad Weird going. Alright, a lot of D's and E's and N's. Ew. No thank you. No thank you. It's probably the least horrible place. How much health do you have? 50. Still doing 39. Once these break, though, we'll be able to tear through things. The problem is they're going to be getting healed constantly from these bastards. 50 health, huh? Every dispersed casts like 8 fairies. I didn't know it worked like that. Oh yeah. You do a lot of arcane. Nasty flare for damage isn't through the roof. So, the only reason why I'm considering this floor is I have a necromancer. And these worms represent a lot of skeletons. The problem is the Fey Queens are going to be such bastards. Like, I could start here, take a step to the right, and Blood Meridian. And that'll take out a good chunk of spawners. $24. I have 4 casts of it. It's probably not worth going there. Problem is, Reapers are just gonna kill my dogs. Thunderbirds, Blood Knight, Crystal Mage, Ice Wizard. So many shields. I think we're gonna do this floor. Like, I know it's an insane floor, but I have no room for my dog. We have berserk nonsense. I need room for dog. This is gonna get a little silly, isn't it? what am I casting often? We definitely want N in there. Alright, we're not ready to make a magic wand, unfortunately. It's turn 7. I might make a drop near just to give me some time. All right, let's start gunning things down. This is going to be such a dumb floor. I shouldn't have come here. I like all the skeletons I'm gonna get, but everything else is gonna suck. There's never gonna be any place to stand. I should have made a dog first. This is a pain floor. Yes, it is. Both in the sense that it's going to be painful, and pain mirror is not the worst idea. Only one charge, though, for 14 turns. Line of sight. Rock gaze isn't the worst idea. Again, we have a necromancer. A lot of these things, 3 turns of poison and a few points of damage equate to a bunch of skeletons. The more skeletons, the more we spread our influence. I don't think Pain Mirror would do it. Just need room for my dogs. Chain lightning? Room for dog. Now, if only I could walk around. Yeah, go dog. Dog will never let you down. Oh, he's a big boy. You know what? I'm glad I came here. This is like revenge for that time I got screwed by all the temporary thorns that I couldn't remove. But we found that bug, and no one will ever suffer the way we suffered again. I'd say this dog is approximately 6.2 doggos wide. Never certain what's going on in this game. Well, I'm this little blue wizard right here. All the skeletons' little smiley faces work for me, so like green is my territory, so to speak. And we're trying to remove all the red from the map. You can always tell what spell I'm casting based on what lights up over here. Just want to get rid of that spawner. They keep healing the damn thing. I just need to get a couple of tiles closer. Man, that dog is going ham. Oh, you're screwed now. I'm almost there, motherfucker. God damn it, I spawned another one right in front of me. Yes! Go to sleep, fairies. Or just die and be replaced by my skeletons. That cast right there was the big turning point, I think. From here on out, we win. Where is El Doggo? Oh, he's over there. Let's make another dog on this side of the map. Because we're at the point now where he would just tear through the worms. Time to invoke some savagery. God damn it, a skeleton was in the way. Yeah, look at him go! He's got those zoomies all right. It's time now. Time to do... Game go faster. Ah, what a hellhole, but we did it. My dogs are immune to poison. 7 charges. I definitely want another N. That's like step 1 to just making them a bit better. Iron bark. Nature tone we got too. Yeah. Nature tone. An N with an ism or iron bark. I mean, I'm gonna make something with a nature tag. Might as well put some resistance on it. Depends on how horrible the levels are. Idle of Insanity. Yeah, I don't want to be teleported randomly. Why don't we teleport randomly? Shows up on goddamn Star Swimmers and Ultimate Troubler. That's a good point. An H tag would be pretty nice with my drop near. Get an onk on there. I just hate Efreets. 6 damage in a 5 tile radius. Woofers. Let's just do this. Yeah, Ankh would be quite nice. Not that we're gonna have too many skeletons on this floor, unfortunately. Hams is 1. Ew. I mean, the dog would benefit, but... This might be the least horrible floor, enemy compositionally. Yeah, get him, dog! Made me blind? Do you think that's gonna stop me? I grafted sorcery onto Death Chill today and mimicked your loop. As well since my freeze one's grafted. I got Source Winder and didn't freeze myself. What, you bragging? Just bragging? That only I got frozen and died? I still hurt. Naked braggadry. No thank you, Siren. No thank you, Siren. D&D campaign, the wizards become blind. The wizard, I cast Fireball! You can't see, I don't have to! I didn't ask how big the room was, I just said I cast Fireball. Do like a good flame blade fragment. They're up to 693 health. 105 damage, 50 range. Cones the breath cover the screen. It's glorious. That sounds great. I do like the Void Drink upgrade. She's like, yeah, just go ham. Go nuts. Alright, frogs are living. Starclaw's living. Fey Queen's living. Have you trapped yourself with the brain trees yet? I have not had any soft locks in this game yet. I know other people have had a lot of soft locks. Krath, for instance. But if I'm doing brain trees, I'm not going to a floor that has anyone with 100% arcane resistance unless I've already gotten to the point where I have built around that. Infinitely immovable trees, yeah. Like, I'll trap myself, but I do it on purpose. To let my trees just grow. H, U, T, and an I. Not the UTI! Is that why it burns so much when I pee? Lord of the Vampires being beaten down by a bunch of skeletons and dogs. Alright, so Wolf is done. Invoke Savagery is done. Blood Meridian's obviously done. Boiling Blood. Endless Fury. Endless Fury with Combustion Point. Coral Colossus. Coral! How am I not finding the letter goddamn N? Another broken stopwatch. I think I want Armor Melter, Hellfire Mantle, We gotta give our dogs fire immunity, though. But Hellfire Mantle is 50% of the way. We just need something else to add some fire resistance. We could be hyper greedy and try and get 3 H's and 3 M's. Alright, I need F, M, H. That's probably not the floor for me. Good lord. Letter N stands for no. Fiery Tormentor. Arc Lightning would obliterate my people. I do have to do an Arc Lightning run at some point. Probably just take Petrification Aura with Glassify on it. Leaping tree sounds crazy. Power one of your other spells at the cost of your life. Gain a stacking 25% bonus to the attributes of other chaos or blood spell you know. Sanguine Renewal and Ruinous Gate. Like, our best opening is make dogs. If we could quickly make 6 dogs, that'd be amazing. Number of summons should also just be a thing we look for more of. Well, hold on. If we find a shrine that lets me get spell points, I might just take whatever's most expensive. Damn it! The exploding tree is when it gets cold out. Shatter trees. A redwood upgrade that makes them take up the whole screen. I can give my dogs fire breath with the stolen flame choker. Oh, red obsidian shard would be nice. So Blazing Bloodfire sounds good, but Ruinous Offering also sounds pretty good. More zoomies! Horde of Halfman zoomies. Any ally works. Doesn't specify. Invoke savagery. Living allies attack. Alright. Just because it says when your allies kill a unit. I think I auto-cast if anyone kills. But only the living ones will be affected. But yeah, that would be a lot of friends. 100 health though. That's half my life. Also summon Minos. Also summons Pan. Also cast your Gosha's offering spell 3 times nearby. Like, I'm kind of want to just... Yeah, the satyrs definitely heal us a lot. I think I'm gonna take Miasma just so I could sell it for spell points later. In the meanwhile, it's still a good spell. No, I'm alright. I'm alright. I don't want to go there. No, I'm okay. I'm alright. I'm alright. Wow, only 3 tags on that floor? Terrible. Terrible. Let me guess. Horrible floor. Horrible floor. Yes, you do. Such a scratchy throat. Why is it only fiends and never friends? I hate this guy. Want the brain trees out of the picture pretty quick, I think. Where are you, blazing? Wait. Boiling blood, that's what I want. Yeah. Let's move to here. And let's definitely poison you. The healing that guy does is terrifying. Boy! I'll resist the poison. I need to Honestly, worth it. Worth it. Very worth it. Like, him splitting is such a bummer. We don't want that to happen. Vault of Torment. Oh, no. And there's a letter N there, so I already want to go there. Weak to fire. Alright, we need to murder the shaman right quick. Vault of Torment sounds like a fun time. That's why I want to go there, right? Berserk them all. And then, surprise, put them to sleep. Good dogs! Good dogs! They're such good dogs! Oh, Blood Meridian's great. Isn't this the only one I've ever done? I've done this one, right? Remind me, Steam achievements list. Did I die doing it? I may have died doing it. Alright, we've died doing this one. What's going on, lady? It's a lot of B's and K's. And my doggies are blood. There's a lot of good blood stuff we can make with that. Are you guys all like immune to fire damage? 50%. Only you're 100%. Reducing physical resist could be fun. Like, they're gonna do fire AoE. We can melt away physical resist. Also gets my team a little resistance. Only a little bit. Might be time to make a magic wand. I have an N in there. But there's other letters we could hold out for. Armor Melter's kind of a fun direction to go. Evoke Savagery is great. It's a good spell. FFM. Alright, sorcerer staff. Yeah. Prismatic plate. Archangel's armor I would really like to grab. I say we risk it. It's a dangerous play, but it could be fun. This is the real scary part, though. $55 physical damage. 3 turns of bleed. Damn it! My buddy was standing there. Which is most unfortunate. Oh, that Savage Leap Spree is going ham. Will I ever have another turn? I don't know. I'm worried my dogs will all die before they're done. Yes, each one is me casting a spell. Alright, we're good. If anything, my only regret is I couldn't farm health here. Still pretty nice, though. When your allies die, another ally gains half the dead unit's max health is pretty sweet. Like, we want the biggest doggos, so like, it makes sense. Vampirism could be a fun way to go. Obviously, Orb of Infinite Slaughter could be a fun direction to go. Thinking Candle Mask and Bloodstaff. 50% minion health, 3 more minion damage, 2 more range. Every wave he summoned something was arcane resistant, that bastard. 1 more charge. And of course, Candle Mask. Ugh. I want Sanguine Renewal. I have to pee though, so bear me. I think, if I remember right, that stream we basically just had all of our favorite builds, and we win streaked the 5 wins in a row or whatever it was. That was a fun stream. H's, M's, D's. More N's, of course. I got spoiled by the joys of doing Artificer Challenge. Flame streaking or vengeance? Flame streaking will be tricky because improviser streaking is already hard. Double F and H. Is there any, like, F-related equipment I'm really after right now? I think Wild Healing Staff. I think Alias is right. That would be pretty sweet. Or there's a Pyrophilia wand, right? Where is it? Like, we're adding some fire damage into the mix. I still think it'd probably be easier every time they do Savage Leap healing 5 as opposed to doing half of the fire damage they're doing. When an enemy takes fire damage, your allies in line of sight heal for half of that. Although they're doing fire and AoE. This is probably more healing overall. Can I get an N and an F in one floor? That's F and N. That's FN, literally. This is a horrible land that I don't want to go to, though. Reroll! Let's look at what will be one of the worst floors ever. Who wouldn't want to go here? This looks like such a fun place. Little mirror bastards. And idle invincibility and idle fiends. That's a maybe. Well, I have some regrets about my reroll, I think. Oh, I forgot to make some important stuff. Dogs, hold on. Voodoo doll. No, not voodoo doll. Candle mask. And blood staff. Oh, hold on now. Looking at all those T's, I'm like, wait a minute. Hostile god versus uncaring random universe. Tough choice. Yeah, F and an N. Would this be super duper horrible? Be pretty bad. These are not living. Not living, not living, living. Like, this is a pretty horrible floor. Hey! Another friend, though. I don't think I've had all the new friends yet, but this one has a bard. We have had the bard. I like the bard. I've had the Valkyrie and the bard. And I haven't had the third one yet. God damn it. Mine maggot wretches, mine maggot wretches. Anamiki, God, I hate Anamiki. Yeah, Anamiki is a nice one, just because we could keep him berserked. I would love to get new friend, but don't think my dogs are going to appreciate life fighting Shrapnel Beast. And we're going to be dealing with tormentors and fiends constantly. I think this is the easier time. Easier in big air quotes, of course. Not to mention I can move around easily on that level. Actually, this is a fairly good one for getting around town as well, huh? It's got a nice contiguous wall. But again, don't want to deal with the frustrations. Wait, does Runner's Offering do a random spell? I just wanted to choose a spell. It's not totally random. It has to be a Blood or Chaos spell. God damn it. Maybe I do need the, hits more than one upgrade. Yeah, get 'em, boys. That is a long turn, doggies. No more Anamiki. Boom. Damn it! Hit goddamn blood bullet. Jormungandr's an interesting problem. In theory, we can just get rid of his resistance over time. A bonus Gelgut, though, is a bit rough. That was one turn, yes. Only had the letter N, goddammit. We're already scaling damage for sorcery. I guess I get an N on this stage. I was gonna use it for healing, but... Magic wand would be super handy. Have a good night, Chunky. I'm just gonna do it. It's got the S in there. That's the F in the N. I think the rest of the tags are we're just throwing stuff in there. It doesn't matter. Or Staff of Power. Just so we have some extra damage going off, especially when we get our Invoke Savagery chain reactions flying off. Please hit dog. Yeah, I should have made my magic wand way earlier. Been really missing out. Fake curses, I'm gonna take arcane damage every turn. Well, some of the dogs would be doing the killing, not me, but I think if they kill with Savage Leap, it counts as my kill, unfortunately. Have I boiling blooded you guys? Not all of you, but some of you. Oh, that's most unfortunate. Get him, boys! What's going on here? So basically, my dogs are capable of making me... I will cast Invoke Savagery for free if they kill something, which helps them kill something, which means I cast it again. So we have a very efficient chain reaction of a lot of damage happening. And free casts going off, of course. Fake curse is very unfortunate for me. These nice long turns where I get to just shoot my wand off a lot is helpful. A B and an H. I get my B there. Ah, crap, angels. Jormungandr should be out of the picture very soon. Question is, can I stay alive? I got shields to work with for a few turns. Alright, Jormungandr's gone. There's just 2 angels who I will stay far away from. Ugh. I'm taking 30 damage a turn. That is very unfortunate. Guarded entrance. Mineral shielding, that's the one. We're gonna abuse shield generation. Yeah. Angelic Visitor and Fairy Empress? God, no, I don't want a more goddamn fakers. Glack. Flagellant's Cup, we just need an H. It's a good idea to have, right? It'll never land on it. Alright, I have quick step. Hut. You're on cooldown. Come on, hit dogs. It finally hit dogs. Oh, look at him go. Wizard is petrified. Now, when did I get petrified? Here's his wolf. Medusa used Medusa's gaze. Petrified. There it is. Alright, so as petrified. Heals wolf, heals wolf. He did annihilation beam on me. And they did annihilation beam again. Alas. I mean, not a bad attempt at big dog, I would say. Lessons I learned. Ruinous offering. If I wanted to hit my wolf, I need to make sure I don't have very many other blood spells. It's like I just wanted to recharge wolf quick. Man. The other thing we learned, I think we need to make sure we have Flagellant's Cup pretty much. Either Flagellant's Cup or Purify or something every run. Or one of the new companions that can get rid of debuffs. That was a good run. A fine run indeed. Poor guy. I like Invoke Savagery, chain linking big dogs. Had I not had Blood Bullet, we hit Blood Bullet so many times at Ruinous Offering. I like this. Either we always have a Necromancer or we just replace Blood Bullet. We were not super spell point efficient though. Like we were always spending the points. I guess we were efficient is the problem. Like we need something to raise skeletons. I like the skeletons are a great helper for the doggies. And thematically I like having all the little bones around. A few more curse stripping avenues. I think that's a good idea. I didn't buy Miasma, it was just in there as a freebie. I was hoping to sell it for spell points, but we never found the shrine. Like, this could have turned into a bunch of free spell points. Had we found the shrine, I would have gotten rid of Miasma, Blood Bullet, maybe even Poison Sting. the new immolate one, but a few more would be good. I like the idea of having more options for doing stuff with debuffs. Like, I don't know, it was Coops. We were chatting with Coops. I was pitching one where, for like a dark cleansing, would be whatever debuffs you have on yourself, put on random enemies around you would be fun. You could either do it as part of the Pain Mirror upgrade tree, or make a spell where you give yourself debuffs. And like the risk reward is, how bad do you want to get yourself debuffed before you try and pass it off to someone else? You can kind of channel it. It could be a ritual. A ritual of curses. I know we have litany of curses, but... Thank you for watching that episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. An even bigger thank you to these people above me, the members here at YouTube and the Patreon patrons. As my life is actively falling apart around me, your support really means the world to me right now. Thank you so much. If you watching would like to support me, we got links down below for the direct means, but the easiest thing to do is just like, comment, and subscribe to feed the algorithm. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.